lot of things, pushing on and moving forward and trying to follow up with his mission, whatever it may have been. So, but yeah, I do believe you. The most important advice he gave me was to be 100% real. He said that if I was real with somebody and if they couldn't accept it.
Man, my bad. I didn't know what that was. That was like crazy. It's like sounds in the background. I can't even hear myself. '79th in May. I was close to 79th in May today. But I don't know what's going on today, where the traffic is just out of control. Jenny and Chris, they're doing okay, man. I'll let them know you asked about them. I know I'm trying to get to the game the way the traffic is. It ain't like I ain't never gonna get there. I had a flat tire and had to address that. I hit that crazy pothole on the last live and that did it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get to it. Now, when Tupac came to the game, everything changed. When Tupac was starting to come up, he was just doing a video for When My Homies Call. He was shooting a video and then they had... Right, we had When My Homies Call, and all this stuff was going on at the time. So when he was doing that, he ended up running into Lisa. So when he ran into Lisa, that had dramatic effect because he was such a fan of Lisa. And in the 87, 86 era, Lisa was Paula Abdul, she was Jennifer Lopez, it was Lisa. Everybody loves some Lisa. Lisa and Coke Jam. I ain't give a damn about Coke Jam, it's about Lisa. I had a Lisa poster. So, watching that and going through that situation, Lisa, one of her stylists like managers or whatever she was at the time, she was working with Lisa, and I never knew it until like 2 weeks ago. She was like, I used to work with people. I used to do a lot of people hair, like Lisa, Jody Watley. She used to like get them ready for videos and all this stuff. So Lisa, she ended up working with her a lot. And I was, Lisa! And she was like, yeah, she was talking about people, and she talked about Tupac. How Tupac came over to Lisa. It was like, oh, Tupac came over to Lisa. He saw her at an event. And he was such a gentleman. I mean, he was like, oh, do you mind if I get a photograph with you? You was my idol growing up. I mean, he was so respectable. She was like, Lisa was like blown away how smooth he was. He wasn't like thugged out like they thought he was gonna be. She was very proud and, taken by Tupac. He switched strategies up on her because Lisa was a woman of class, and just many dudes tried to holler at Lisa, and they couldn't get her. like major industry dudes tried to get up with her, and she was not thotting herself out in the industry. And people was like, oh, you ain't gonna do that. They tried to get her to show her boobs more, and like, why don't you wear this and wear some stuff showing your legs and do all that. And she's like, I think I'm wearing enough. And she was always standing on what she believed. They wanted her to wear a skirt, and she's like, no, I'm not wearing a skirt. I don't feel like wearing a skirt. So she was more concerned about the music. Pac was like, we gonna work together. Like, he really wanted to work with Lisa. He wanted to do something with her, and that was just like making her feel honorable that he was taking the time to give her her flowers like that. Because normally the younger people, they stay away from the older talent, and their agencies tell them to do that. Like, if you go and embrace them, they're gonna think your fan base is gonna think you're caught up in that, and then you're gonna get left behind. And people believe that. They believe what the agency tell them, so they stay away. Like when they used to have the hip hop honors, and then they had like all the old rappers come out and perform, and the young rappers would be there like honoring them, giving them their flowers. People didn't want to show up to do it. They didn't want to show up to do it, to honor the people who have done it before them. They didn't even want to show up to do it. That's how disrespectful it was. It was like, wow, really? It's like, man, you don't want to give these guys their flowers? It's like, oh, that's going to make my fan base ain't going to do it. And Nelly did it anyway. They tried to talk Nelly out of it. And Nelly did it. Nelly was like, no, these are the dudes I grew up like listening to. I'm going to embrace that. So what Pac did was actually, and he was a complete gentleman, she said. She's like, Tupac was a complete gentleman. And she was thrown by how, just charismatic he is. And she had never met him before. She heard about him, but she heard about him in a different way. So when she met him and everything, she was just like, oh my God. Like, this guy is a smoothie. Like, she's like, you're so smooth. Like, you're a hit with all the ladies. I already know. So it wasn't like people's like, oh, he tried to get at Lisa. And he was like, no, it wasn't like that. He was actually a fan. He was a fan of her work. And he liked Lisa, of course. But he was a fan of her work. Tremendous talent. Oh, of course. It ain't no boo I got. You see my shirt? That's who I got. Hit the like button for that. No, Lisa kept it real. She still was performing she was like in Arizona, like near Phoenix or something, doing shows. And she came out for an event and was singing and doing her shows. I was like, man, I would show up for that with no problem. Lisa come out and perform, I'll show up for those songs. Traffic's starting to break now. Did the Bucks game kick off yet? No, I'm gonna miss the first quarter. Yeah, I had a blowout with my tire. All I'm gonna be missing is a slaughter. I never was one that ever felt that I needed to express Tupac's beliefs. I don't do that. I just tell people what I was just told. They was just like, oh, Tupac was like this, Lisa, and all that. I'm like, man, I'm just like fan listening. This woman has some more interesting stories about Djvlad, you know, and what's the name? I forgot the girl's name. I think her name's Denise something. She had that Hey Mr. DJ song. Hey Mr. DJ, we'll play my favorite song. She used to work with her and do a lot of people's hair in the industry and get them ready for video. No, it wasn't. She said Joyce Irby from Climax. Hey, Mr. DJ, please play my favorite song. Behind the wheels of steel that keep me dancing, Mr. DJ. Please play my favorite song. You let it going on and keep me dancing, Mr. DJ. He said Dougie Fresh did a cameo in there. Oh, okay, he probably did. Well, anyway, she was doing her hair too. So, at that time, everybody had the same look. That was very interesting. So I thought I should talk about it. It's pretty. So I thought I would share that with the rest of y'all. Straight like that. Did Brady score yet? Watch the road. Why have to watch it? Where is it going? Brady just hit the field. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Are they wearing the white jerseys? Are they wearing the white jerseys today? Ooh, I knew they were gonna be in white. I knew they was gonna be in white. I should have worn my white jersey. $20-yard run just to start it off. Come on, Tom. Well, in my opinion, Tom Brady is by far the best, probably football player we've seen. I've never seen anybody understand the field like him. Now, you've seen the Rams get exposed today for being the frauds that they are. The Bucs didn't have a cornerback, didn't have any cornerbacks. And now everybody act like Matthew Stafford, who is my fantasy football quarterback, is the greatest thing since sliced bread. He is. I'm proud of you, Antonio, for owning the Eagles. Most Eagle fans, they running for the hills right now after they just let Kansas City Chiefs come in and beat them. That Tupac could do a song with Lisa Lisa. He's the only one that's versatile like that. There's not a lot of artists that's versatile that you could put on any type of record. You know, it's only Ghostface is another one you could put on anybody's record. Twister isn't another one. Twister can make some songs that sound. Ghostface had the type of voice you could put with anybody. You can't put Ghostface on a Little Baby record? Yeah, you can. Ghostface got a voice that can go with anything. The laser beam vocalist. Tupac is the type that he can get on everybody's record. Biggie wanted to prove he could do the same things. They put Biggie on everybody's record. That's what Life After Death, he wanted to show that he could do it as well. So he wanted to do a song with Too Short. He wanted to do a song with E40 and them. He wanted to do a song with everybody from different areas. A down south flow, Chicago style, or Midwest style. He wanted to show that I can hold my own in every style. And that's what he wanted to prove to the world, that I'm a real MC. I'm a real artist. I can do this. So when he started trying to rap like Bone, well, Biggie and Supercat is gonna work out because, you know, Biggie's Jamaican. A lot of people forget Biggie's Jamaican. I'm like, why do people forget that? He grew up listening to this music, so it's very familiar to him. The sound, so he knows how. Like, I never liked the song Respect. I don't want no respect. When he did the song with Patra, oh my God. I couldn't stand that song with anybody who's Jamaican. They played that song to death. Oh my God, I didn't know this song meant something. Play that Respect again. Respect. I'll be like, oh my God, here come Respect again. Cannot stand Respect. I could not stand that song at all. That is the most skipped song by me on Ready to Die. And I don't think I've skipped a song, but that song was skipped. I had to skip Bayless that song right there. Uh-oh, fumble-aya. Here comes Brady. Giving Brady a short field. Here we come. I was just with the man who just invented that term. Here we come. Man, I'll let you hear that, boy. You get to see who Cena get to roll with, baby. It is crazy. Bandwagon Bucks fans. I am a Tom Brady fan. I'm a greatness fan. When I see greatness, I point out greatness. Oh, they must have stopped Brady from scoring. I'm going to need Brady to run the ball today. I can't have Brady going off. I'm going against Brady in fantasy football on the day he goes up against damn Belichick. I know they fumbled. I'm on my way to the game. But Tupac was a real artist. I mean, to him, it came second nature. He can just, no matter who you put him with, he can make things work. That was the beauty of Tupac. The genius of him is he knew what he wanted to sound like. He knew how to make his sounds go. His ad-libs, everything he added to the song, people don't realize he did all that. That was him. Well, they called it an incomplete pass. It's Sunday Night Football, baby. They know everybody's betting on the Bucks to just massacre them. Oh no, they have been building this game up in the media. People saying the Pats were booing Brady. I'm like, they booing Tom? Belichick wanted him gone. DMX was somebody too that could do that. DMX was, he had that talent more than anybody, that he could be on any song. You could put DMX on any record. It didn't matter. But he couldn't do a soft song. Like, he couldn't do an introspective song like that. Could only, if anybody go back and listen to the words to Dear Mama and the way he rap it, it's not the same as reading the lyrics. Listen to his placement of words and how he changed certain words. Ain't no way that I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. you are appreciated. Instead of saying like everybody else is saying, you know, I appreciate you. This is just to show I appreciate you. You know, that's the typical way of doing it. It wouldn't have the same impact. But to say you are appreciated, you are appreciated. It changes the meaning of it. It's just the saying, you know, this is just to show you I appreciate you. Rather than saying you are appreciated. It's entirely a different meaning. Just by saying it that way. It has so much meaning and impact. So you can tell he thought it out. And that's what I'm saying. Tupac was more thought savvy. Now, if he sat down and thoughtfully wrote out a song, he would tear some people apart. Now, because a lot of his songs he had to make on the fly, a lot of them were sounding the same as other records. And even though they were sounding the same, they still were great. But this was just stuff like on the spot. You got to go ahead and get this off. You know, so he'll just be using some lines that he had in other rhymes and just putting them together and make a song. Rolling up on them busters and fools, man. They know the rules. You know, like you heard that about in 30 songs of his. You know, it's just how he rapped. You know, when he was just rushing, but when he makes some thought-provocative content, man, the man was incredible. So that's what I'm saying. He could make any type of record that you want to put him on. There's no doubt about it. Biggie's I'm Missing You? No. Biggie can't make those kind of records, though. He tried. I'm Missing You was like, talking about old. Papa was a player, player was a papa. Papa loved the ladies, never got enough of pretty brown, round, running round town. Don't tell your mother what's going down. Papa was a player, player was a papa. Papa loved the ladies, never got enough of pretty brown, round, running round town. Man, that's a monster song, boy. Yeah, Nas, that's what I'm saying. Nas, that's why he gravitates more. That's why he gravitates more to Tupac, and Jay-Z gravitates more to Biggie. I'm just saying, that's why they're mostly flash material. Brady just beat Breeze's record. Look at me, I'm sitting in the car and I know what's going on. I'm in the car and I know what's going on. Lisa, she got pushed to the side for Paul Abdul because Paul Abdul was brought in for Arsenio Hall, and she was the choreographer for Janet Jackson and everything, and they brought in Paul Abdul. She was a Laker girl, and they pushed her to the spotlight over Lisa. And the reason they did it, because Lisa wasn't going to cooperate and be more basically slutty. They was like, okay, we got to change your image. You know, we got to make you a sex symbol. And she didn't want to be a sex symbol. She wanted to just be an artist. She already felt she dressed sexy enough. So from 86, 87, 88, that was it. Yeah, I mean, dudes in the industry tried. She stayed, but she was her man. She was dating her man. She was with her man. That was it. And since she wasn't giving up the rhythm, they felt, you know what? Do we really need Lisa? Nope. Let's kick her to the curb. Bet. Lisa, yeah, curb her. Well, they keeping Brady out of the end zone. My kicker got 3 points for me. All right, let's go. I can't have no breakout Brady points. Yep. So I'm gonna get out of here. Go watch this game.